Hello, I'm Movie Wisecracker, and I'm doing a retro review on The Iron Giant. All I have to say is, wow, what an amazing film that I've just seen. I haven't seen this film in a long time. I'm talking about like the year of 1999. This film, oh my gosh, it captured so much emotional feeling throughout the whole film. Vin Diesel as the Iron Giant. Wow. Incredible. Like, I know this is an animation film, but wow. Like, every voice actor in this movie, up to key. Like, I enjoyed the hell out of this. Especially from Hogarth to the Iron Giant, their interaction. And I love how this film connects with superheroes, mainly Superman. Like, it has so much heart in this film that I actually freaking wanted. I was actually tearing up near the end of this film because that's how much you feel for this giant, this Iron Giant. Like, I can't believe that this film did not make that much money when it first came out in theaters. Like, it's crazy. So, one performance I enjoyed besides Hogarth and the Iron Giant is the character Dean, which was portrayed by Harry Connick Jr., which I thought was hilarious. And like when he showed up in the film, like he's the dude that you just want to hang out with at any moment because that's the kind of guy he is. Like he at first he didn't want the giant at his junkyard, but he'd gone to grow into liking the giant, but he also got to build up his emotional factor with the with Hogarth. Like, yeah, I mean it was like a father and son type of bond, kind of. Like near the end, he cared about what happened to Hogarth, like because he grew to liking him just like he grew to liking the Iron Giant. Like, I love how this film has so much similarities to BVS, which is Batman versus Superman. If you don't know what that means, like there are scenes in this film that are much similar to what they were doing to BVS. Like, if you watch BVS scene by scene shot, and if you watch Iron Giant scene by scene shot, you notice the similarities. Like, I don't want to spoil the film for you, but you'll notice the similarities if you watch the two films. Like, I know people didn't feel invested with BVS, but I've grown to kind of liking it a little bit more because after watching the Iron Giant, you know, because Iron Giant actually fucking was the same. Like, the only difference was you felt more for the Iron Giant. You know why? Because Iron Giant you fell in love with because it was an enjoyable character to like. Unlike BVS, because we were watching Superman at his worst during his worst time. That's the big difference between BVS and Iron Giant. but the way they had the superhero quality, the way that he wanted to do good, but yet there was a scene where Hogarth was telling the Giant that he wasn't ready to go out into public, much like Man of Steel, which was pretty cool. And that in not to mention that, well, when he was talking to Hogarth, there was a scene where he had comic books. Like, he had a comic book of Superman versus Atomo. Like, that's cool. Like, it could relate to how the Giant wanted to be. He wanted to not be a weapon, basically. He wanted to do good, like Superman. But yet, like, his system functions that he had within his body were much like Atomo's from the comic book, which was pretty cool, like how they connected that with Superman and Atomo. He was like both in one. Like, if you point a gun at the Iron Giant, he turns into like an Atomo figure. But he fights that because, he cares about people, because he has feeling, he has heart, even though he is basically a robot. But you care about this character because you grow invested into liking the character because it has heart. That is something that BVS was missing. But yet, it had a lot of similarities between both films. Like, there's a lot. Especially with the resurrection scene. Like, the Iron Giant resurrected much like freaking Superman resurrected on BVS. Like, wow. Wow. Like, I enjoyed it, like, personally, it was fun. Like, when I watched BVS for the first time, it was like, like a mixed feeling. But you know what? It's the first time they actually portrayed it in a live theatrical release. But I wish they wouldn't have cut Superman's scenes. They should have just kept it on there. It would have made the movie a lot better because he was actually saving people in the director's cut. Much like what the Iron Giant did near the end of the film, when there was a nuclear strike, they used the fucking bomb at the end, like. But he cared about the people, so he sacrificed himself for the greater good, much like what Superman did. But you care more about the Iron Giant because there was more feeling, there was more heart, there was more emotion. It made you sad because he was about to die. You knew he was sacrificing because his hero is Superman, the American hero. Like, that's what superheroes are made of. This film, I wish they'll do like a live film, honestly, because I really want to see this film in a live action suit. Like, I even have a list of people that I would love to freaking be in this movie. Like, for the General, come on, Tommy Lee Jones. Why not? The character's much like Tommy Lee Jones. Second, we got Kent Mansley. Right here on my list, right here. The main guy I want to play Kent Mansley is Kevin Bacon. Because, oh my gosh, this guy's exactly a character Kevin Bacon would play. Like, I enjoyed him even though he was the bad guy. He was always after Hogarth and the Iron Giant. Throughout the film, he was always antagonizing Hogarth. And Hogarth was getting annoyed to the point where he's bothering him way too much. Kevin Bacon's the best choice for that. And for Dean, like, when I was watching this film, I watched it with my brother. My brother said Jeff Goldblum, but we realized he's a bit too old to play Dean. But I thought when I looked at Dean and I noticed his character traits, it kind of reminded me of something Keanu Reeves would do as portraying Dean, the the so-called artist who turns garbage into art, which is pretty cool. Like I enjoyed that. I want to see Keanu Reeves play Dean. Like Hogarth's mom, I know for sure they can get Jennifer Aniston again. Like I don't mind if she does it again. Perfect choice for it. Like the one person I really want recasted again is Vin Diesel. If they let him do it, awesome. I would love Vin Diesel to portray the Iron Giant again. Hogarth, I'm not too certain who could play Hogarth yet, but I'm thinking about the kid, like one of the kids from like Stranger Things or something like that, could play Hogarth. You know, like the kid that 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 always invites his friends to play Dungeons and Dragons. That kid, I think he could do that. Or the kid from Gotham could play Hogarth. One of those two. But for sure, I want Kevin Bacon as Kent Mansley and freaking Keanu Reeves as Dean, because those two fit like a glove. And the Tom Lee Jones as the General. Like, imagine the Iron Giant live action. Like, I want to see this. I'm sure a lot of people want to see this. Like, I don't know. I would have a great time. Like, this movie has so much. It has action, it has sci fi, it has love, it has the love of a family, and it has a love for a boy and a giant. That is what brings the emotion. And then the emotion of how Dean grown to care about the Iron Giant and Hogarth. That's what made the film build up. And how the Iron Giant had a battle between being either a Tomo or freaking Superman, either becoming evil or good. Much like BBS, because he had a battle between wanting to do something for the greater good or become bad. It's like he said, no one stays good forever in this world. Much like Iron Giant, except Iron Giant has had more of a heartfelt feeling that Superman should have had. But I know it was a different portrayal. Some people might like it, some people might not like it. Like, I'm in the middle. Like, I like certain aspects of it, and there's certain aspects that I don't like VVS. But I love how when I watched The Iron Giant, I, it clicked in my head, and it clicked in my brother's head right away. Oh my gosh, Iron Giant and BBS. So much alike. Only thing missing was the heart of Superman. You felt it a tiny bit, just a minuscule heart, when he sacrificed his life, when Doomsday plunged his arm right through his chest. Like you felt it a little bit. That's what we need for our Superman. But I want this Iron Giant movie, like, live. Get Tom Lee Jones as the General. Get Kevin Bacon as Kent Mansley. Freaking get Keanu Reeves as Dean. Recast Vin Diesel as the Giant. And recast Jennifer Aniston as the mom. Like, shoot, even if you want, get the same director to direct the Iron Giant again. Like, I don't know, like, or get Steven Spielberg to direct it. Like, this movie should be a live action film. They should give this a chance. Like, if I were to give this film a score out of 5 stars, I'd honestly, because of how emotional depth I felt towards this movie, I'd give it a 5 out of 5, honestly, because I loved everything. I even loved the time period, like that was during the time of World War II. I liked the aspect that Hogarth's mom worked at a diner, like in the 40s. It was cool. Like you can see the cars from the 40s, how they dressed from the 40s, even the fucking black and white films, like Hogarth was watching, like with the brain. It kind of reminded me of that old movie, Brainiac, that's on Netflix, which is cool because isn't Brainiac a villain from Superman? It's funny how all this ties in together because it's just a fucking great film about good versus evil. Like, if you guys want to see this movie, I highly recommend it. I give it 5 out of 5. This is an A+ movie. Like, literally, I cried for the giant. I cried for Hogarth. Great. And the ending, oh my god. Beautiful ending. Well, that's all I have to say about this film. Make sure to like or subscribe if you want. If not, then don't. I don't really mind. But yet again, this is Movie Wisecracker, and I highly recommend The Iron Giant. Good night.